June 10th, 2024. How's it going, guys? Well, I got another video for you. And what are we going to talk about? Kansas City. We're going to talk about drugs. We're going to talk about crime. We're going to talk about the homeless. We're going to talk about groups that want to see the end of the world come. They want to see this chaos. And there are lots of groups and here in Kansas City. And like I say, when it comes to some of the church groups, some even the witchcraft groups, they want to see this chaos. They want to see havoc. And I want to show an event that took place Saturday afternoon, just before I went up to Ameristar to watch a Shamrock fight that they had at Ameristar. Now, the Shamrock fight at Ameristar was excellent. It was a good event and everything. Like I say, I'd give it a 10. But went up, ate at Burger King before that. And in this one area up there where Burger King is, it's up over there by Worlds of Fun, which is another point on this too. There's a massive amount of other bad stuff, from the homeless to drugs and prostitution, going on in that area. And I've shown some of this. But me and my son, we went into Burger King. And there was one like homeless guy who was across the street. They was sitting on a bench. There's some benches over there, bus stops and other stuff and everything. And most of the time, half the time it's fairly quiet. But not this Saturday, it won't be. And we're sitting there, we're eating. And I noticed a Kansas City, Missouri regular patrol vehicle goes by. And it goes up by Taco Bell, and it goes up back there by where that motel is. Well, it probably isn't more than maybe 5 minutes later, there's a few more homeless that pile in around where that bus bench is at. And next thing we know, we see another homeless guy. It's on a bicycle. It's a bicycle like if you were 12 or 14 years old, you'd be riding. But this guy and one of the other guys get into it. And they get into a fight, threw a few punches at one another. We got to see a fight before the actual fight there at Ameristar. But that wasn't half of it. The guy got mad. He got into it with the other guy. He picked up his bike and he threw it over in the middle of the street. Now, there was cars coming. And there was a minivan, another couple of vehicles coming through. It almost hit one of the vehicles and hit the windshield. Now, something needs to be done about some of this stuff, because, that's just crazy. I'm going to show this. But on top of that, then we'll talk about the other craziness. One of the personnel that was working in Burger King, and this lady that was working there, comes up and she's watching this. And she's an employee, at Burger King. And she's just standing there and she's laughing about it. And I'm thinking, whoa, man. I mean, what are these people here in Kansas City firing on? Like I say, there's a lot of them that like to see this chaos, like to see, fights and destruction and drugs, and they want to see everything going every which way. And like I say, I'm going to show this. Now, I didn't capture when the guy threw the bike out into the middle of the street. That's when we started filming, because I said, let's film it. Let's get it up. And I am going to show that. And then they all kind of dispersed. But what was really interesting too, me and my son come back out of Burger King there was a plain pickup kind of truck. It looked like it was a Kansas City, Missouri. It looked like a police officer. The other guy with the bike that was riding the bike was still over there. He didn't check it out. He just drives on by. Yeah, I'm going to show that too. And then this morning, we were back over here on the independent side, not up north here. There was another thing that took place. There was a homeless guy. It went in McDonald's. We were eating breakfast there down here off 40 Highway at McDonald's. And, down there by that Costco. And this guy, this homeless guy, comes in and he's got like a cup, like a McDonald's cup, old McDonald's cup underneath his shirt. He takes it and he actually steals a drink out of the machine, basically. He goes over there, fills his cup up, and then he hightails it back out of there. And I caught the guy going out the door. And I was thinking, and this stuff is just getting worse and worse and worse in Kansas City. Also, I'm going to try, I don't know if I have enough time or not, but if I not, I will do another segment of this. When we did go up to the casino up there, some of these homeless, like I say, they're working in conjunction with some of these, they're dealing drugs. And there are drop points. Now, I've shown up here on I-70 how that, there was a homeless like group. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not, there was a baby that was actually killed and they were looking for who did it or whatever way back. Well, there was a whole group of them that was up there, but they used markers to mark, like they'd either take like what am I looking to say, like a t-shirt, a white t-shirt, or they'd take a white plastic bag and they would tie it on a tree limb so they'd know what area to go into. Now, I'm going to show this, but what I really caught my eye when we went up there, there was a couple other people from I-70 to 435 all the way up north that were standing alongside the road looking kind of down like in the ditch, but they were by kind of like markers. Now, I'm going to show this one marker that they have up here by the stadium. And then I'm going to show one like when we were coming back from Ameristar, and there was even a guy that was over by this marker. Now, I don't know, he had something else in his hand or whatever, but I don't know. And they're looking like they're looking down, looking for something. So I don't know if they're dropping, like, their drugs and stuff. And there was one other vehicle that was setting up here on I-70, kind of underneath. They also like to get underneath the bridge and deal. Some of these cars will pull off to the side and they'll deal right up on the highway. Now this, highway patrol should be looking for this. And this one vehicle didn't even have no tags. Now, when I go by these vehicles and they're supposedly, if, maybe broke down or they got a flat tire, this vehicle didn't have a flat tire. And didn't have no tags on it either. So I'm going to show that too. And let's get started, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, this was that. Like I say, he'd already picked that guy, already took a couple swings hitting, and then he picked his bike up and threw it out in the road. And like I say, there's like 3 cars that was coming. There was a minivan, a couple other cars, and it was just lucky that it didn't hit that one person's windshield because it bounced. But this is some of the homeless here, and this is just crazy stuff. But what I found even more, like I say, disturbing was that one of the personnel in Burger King was standing there just laughing about it. And I'm just sitting here, I'm looking at this stuff, and it's like, this stuff keeps getting worse in Kansas City all the time. Unbelievable. And then I'm going to show that Kansas City, Missouri police vehicle that drove by this. Now, I know somebody I think somebody might have called on this even. But the thing of it was, that cop didn't even stop to even look to talk to this other guy. And, it just goes on and on. What's really even more disturbing, that there was 3 young teenage girls just before this incident took place, walking down the sidewalk. So it just shows how unstable some of these people are. And they're unstable, guys. Very unstable. So, hold on. Okay, guys. Now this F-150 is a police vehicle, and it says right on the tag on the deal. But I wanted to see if I can enlarge this enough. This one guy that come up there on that bike is still there. And I thought, well, at least that guy probably would at least stopped and question what was going on over there. But he didn't. I'm going to show that. He drove right on by. And, but like I say, there was 3 young teenage growls that went by there just not too far before that. Let's get a pretty better deal of this guy right here. Something that, you know, I guess Kansas City, Missouri can't try. I guess up there, what is there? There's Randolph, and then there's the, what is that, Sheriff's Department up there by Worlds of Fun. But this is where, I mean, they got that motel over there right across by Worlds of Fun over here. Got all this stuff going on. I mean, and with people coming in here, people come in here from all over the United States to see Worlds of Fun here. And I wouldn't want to come and have to stay at a motel over in this area and then have to see this stuff or have put up with this stuff. And like I say, this is Kansas City. So, I mean, this is something that should be stopped. I mean, they need to put a stop to this stuff right here. But I wanted you guys to see that. I mean, we've had, actually, when we've been over here at Taco Bell, there was one guy that come up here who was going to try to rob us one time when we were actually sitting in the drive-thru. So this stuff goes on all the time over here. Not good. So like I say, we were heading on over to Ameristar to go to that Shamrock event to watch it. So, don't know, guys. Then I'm going to show a couple other things here too, so hold on. Okay, guys. Now, this is down here in Independence on 40 Highway, down by the Costco, by that McDonald's down there. And this guy here, basically, he was another homeless. He just came in there and he just helped himself to the soda pop machine. But he had a cup that was underneath his shirt that he filled up. And I wanted to show, like I said, I just got just a glimpse of this. I wanted to show this here. Let's see if I can. Yeah, hold on, guys. There we go. There's just a little bit better view. But I mean, it's just like I say. I mean, and none of this stuff is getting any better. And between the drugs, the homeless, and the prostitution all go hand in hand. And it's all mixed. But wanted to show that. So hold on, guys. Okay, guys. Now what you're looking at is the back of my dash cam. And we were actually westward bound on I-70. And if you look over to the left, you see a little white dot over here in this. Well, that's either like I say, either like a white piece of t-shirt or a white bag or whatever. But this is an area that was notorious for a lot of those homeless going down in and out. And what I found interesting, like I said in this last week, some of them had been standing like individual, like looking down at the edge of, like actually out on the highway, like they were looking down, like they were looking for something. Now, what would they be looking for? No, they're not looking for aluminum cans. This wasn't, they weren't, no. This was something else. Now, the same day that I took this, they were also up on 435. And I'm going to show that. And I'm going to show this other marker. Now, hold on. I'm going to bring this in here. Now, this is still the same up here on I-7. You can see how they mark it in the tree there, so they know what area. See, what I figured they were doing is when they were living back in there, it helped them know where they were living, where to go, where to turn into. But what I seen over this, like I said, this last week, it looked like they were looking for picking up something for like if somebody dropped something, or like they were moving something, maybe like drugs or something. And I'm going to show that, like I said, on 435, so hold on. Oh yeah, and while I'm on I-70 up here, this was actually underneath the bridge almost. Let's see if I can find my, it's right just underneath the underpass. In this vehicle, it was just stopped. As you can see, the tires, all four tires were up. But it didn't have no plates or anything. And it was just sitting there. Now, I don't know. To me, it'd be common sense. I mean, if you're highway patrol or somebody else going down through here, or Kansas City, Missouri goes down through here all the time, to me, that'd be something to be checked. And as you can see, the window is kind of a quarter rolled down over there, too. I don't know. Maybe nothing. But hold on. Now, I don't know what this guy was doing. And this just looked weird. He didn't look like anybody would be on the street department or anything. And you notice there, I don't know, there was something like orange or something he had. But as you notice back here, I want to show this. You see that marker? Yeah. Now this is upcoming. This would be going, let me think here, southbound. This would be like if you were coming back from like Ameristar Worlds of Fun and you're coming back, like I say, coming south on 435 up here. And what, there was no vehicles either. This guy just was up here and he was looking down. Now, what would that be? I don't know. That just looked really funky. And when I seen this white marker, just like I showed up on I-70, it's how they use them. I mean, they're using them different places for drop points. So hold on. Oh yeah, guys. I believe this was Friday. I think this was Friday night. I don't think this was Wednesday night. When I come back, this was over off 23rd Street at Casey's. And the Independents had a vehicle. It looked like they were going through it. I mean, it looked like there was some stuff going on there at that Casey's on 23rd Street. So, I don't know. So hold on, guys. One other quick thing, guys. You know that 7-Eleven up at 40 Highway and Chrysler? A lot of more stuff going on. There was cars up there with their hoods up. This was around midnight when we got back Saturday night. And very weird, because even today when we came back from Eaton, there was more vehicles. I guess they're using it as working on engines now, stuff now at this Conoco 7-Eleven. It's kind of strange, but wanted to show that real quick. Let me see if I can find that other deal. This is at midnight. Look, they got their hoods up and stuff. I mean, like they're working on. This is at midnight, Saturday night. Now, hold on. And this was today, this afternoon, this evening, when we come back from eating pizza. I don't know. Looked pretty strange to me still. A lot of homeless was walking around there around midnight, too. So, hold on. Okay, guys, I'm about ready to run out of time. So, just another quick video. Just keep your eyes